the guys in what we call the produce section, we were a little concerned. Jimmy's like, it's going to be fine. And you know, he was almost always right, and he was right about this. We from this time a year ago, we had no songs. In the third week of January, we cut 14 tracks that are the songs that are on this final album, and it's really good. I'm so proud of how hard he worked to make this a good record. 'Cause he didn't have to do that. He put so much into the writing, and he didn't have to do that. He hasn't had to prove himself as a songwriter in a long, long time. But he did it on this. And since we're not really going to get to tour the record, I felt like I, at the very least, should learn something to represent it, so you guys would know a little bit of how much joy and sweat went into the final thing that we're leaving with, and that we're all left with. I get to listen to it too. And this is one of my favorite things off the record, and I just sort of barely know it, but it's such a cool, as a songwriter, I got to look up to Jimmy for this one, because it's something that our old Navy buddy told him. He went and did this training thing that the Navy SEALs did, not the full treatment, obviously, but as a senior citizen, he went and did the deal where they drop you in a like the cabin of a helicopter down into 20 feet of water with full gear on, and you have to figure out where in the hell you are. And Admiral Best put him through this test, and Jimmy said, well, give me some advice. And he said, well, you're not going to know where you are, and you're going to try to figure out how to get out of your gear and unbuckle and all that. He said, just follow the bubbles. Bubbles take you where you want to go. Look up. And that is, think about that. If you put yourself in songwriter's shoes for a second. That's very specific information about a very specific situation that basically none of us are ever going to be in. But he took that and he put it into a song that I guarantee you applies to some aspect of every one of our lives. That's what a good songwriter can do. A 76-year-old man wrote this song. I can't do it justice, but I'm going to do my best. This is Bubbles Up. When this world starts a-reeling from that pressure drop feeling, we're just treading water these days. There's a way to feel better, be well set to weather the storm till the sun shines again. When your compass is spinning and you're lost on the way, like a leaf in the wind, friend, hear me when I say, bubbles up, they will point you toward home. No matter how deep and how far you roam, they will show you the surface, the plot and the purpose. So when the journey is long, just know that you are loved. There is light up above and joy. There's always enough. Bubbles up. To my friends who are jolly when melancholy knocks, sometimes they let her in to sit and share stories of flops and of glories. It ain't half as bad as the bends. Sometimes living's a struggle, multiplied double, but we love it too much for the party to end. Bubbles up, they will point you toward home. No matter how deep and how far you roam, they will show you the surface, the plot and the purpose. So when the journey is long, just know that you are loved. There is light up above and
joy, there's always enough. Bubbles up. So let's pop a cork for the rough and the right, and the bright blazing day, and the sweet starry night. Bubbles up, they will point you toward home, no matter how deep and how far you roam. They will show you the surface, the plot and the purpose. So when the journey is long, just know that you are loved. There is light up above, and joy, there's always enough. Bubbles up. Bubbles up.
That's a pretty fine song, written by a pretty fine songwriter.